sharing my screen. Hope you can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah. You can see your screen.
All right. So this is about S4 HANA MM course. All right. And today in the demo, the first half will know what you will be achieving from this course, and what are the materials you will be getting, what support you will be getting from me and institute. In the second part of this demo, I'll take you through one of the a small session on any topic you choose. Okay, so that you can understand my my teaching style. Okay, now, so the 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 PDF you're seeing in my screen is about a course content. I'll be sharing with you this course content. All right, post this call as well. Uh, so first, in the whatever you're seeing the sequence, in this sequence we'll be the learning the chapters. So we'll be seeing the about the org structure, what org structure you have in SAP MM. Okay, how do you configure? Why do we require these org structures? Okay, how relevant is with the business? So all this, whenever you'll see in my demo as well, I teach in a business language. Okay, I'll explain in such a way. I'll give you business situations, the business situations, and I also map that business situation to SAP. See, learning SAP, if you sit daily 1 hour, 2 hour, learning the configuration, learning the screens, it's one part. I agree. That's a one part of learning the SAP. Okay, that you can get through YouTube or Google. Okay, you research, you can get it. But what you won't get in Google, when you do Google, is the business scenarios. You will never get a business scenario. It's very tough. 90% of the Google searches you'll be having on the what do you call configurations and issues, problems, issues like, hey, this is broken, how do I fix in SAP? Okay, this is the error, what should I do in SAP? You Google it, you'll get it. What you won't get it, the business case, business scenarios. What else you not get it is the screens. Okay, what is a screen? What is the field where I can find, in which screen I'll find this screen, this field, where I can find this field. Okay, you won't get it. So here I'll be covering everything about the screens, about the configuration, as well as the business scenarios. So the course content of this course you see in the screen, we'll be seeing org structure, master data, procurement cycles, special business processes. Not everything I can cover. We have a 60 hours, 50 to 60 hours of time. Okay, in this 50 to 60, and MM is a very vast area, very vast area. Some of these topics I will give you a background of it, but all the important topics I'll be covering. Okay, now special business P2P cycles, and then we'll jump into the configurations. Configuration starting with release strategy, output message determination, pricing, inventory management related. Okay, invoice verification, other core topics, other important configurations like PO confirmation, batch management, split valuation, etc. So I'll also covering some basics for ana topics like MRP live, simplified sourcing, what SAP has brought newly into the market, why they have brought these innovations. So again, this is very much important. Why they have brought the simplified sourcing? What is importance of in the real world or to the business? You will be getting, if you search, you have to search very thoroughly. Even though you search very thoroughly, you may not get answer why SAP is introduced these key innovations. What is use in the real world? I'll be taking you through all these things. Okay, so that is about what we'll be covering and the content and how we will be covering it. Now, out of in this course, you will be getting SAP books. What you see in the screen. To not to confuse, I'll be sharing some few important ebooks firstly to go through you while you taking the course. Okay, you'll be getting the recording. You will be getting the support from me. You have any facing any issues, you'll get a we'll create a group somewhere in the Skype or Teams, or if it is allowed in the WhatsApp group, anywhere. We'll create a group and you'll get a support from me. I'll also help in building your resume. Okay, if any one of you looking for a job change and you want to build a resume on your SAP experience, okay, I can help you in that. Okay, this is what you get from this course, as well as you'll be getting the um, certification support. Not fully, but I can guide you to how do you can get certified. Okay, we can get discuss on the certification in the end, not a problem. Okay, now um, let's jump to a demo now. Okay, any one of you want to take any topic? Anyone to take any topic? On the topic I can give the demo.
Anyone topic you can tell, Abhi, not a problem.
Okay, all right. So okay, I'll take in a purchase order. What is a purchase order? How to create a purchase order? What is the important fields you'll see in a purchase order? Okay, from a buyer perspective, from a business perspective, I'll explain you. So to create a purchase order, what is a purchase order first of all? So in a metal master, I'm sorry, in a metal management, one of the key document is the purchase order. This is very key document. And what is this document do? This is external document. External document means we send this document to the external parties. Okay, here supplier, vendor. Who is the vendor or a supplier? The one who supplies the goods to us. Okay, okay. In short, if you want to buy something for your company or if for your company, like the raw materials, you want a raw materials to produce certain medicines, to produce certain device, to produce or to extract something from your plant mines, mining in this example. So you, for the production, okay, or for reselling, there are different business scenarios in the world. Different business scenarios, I mean business businesses. Okay, so any of the business, you see, you need the raw material or indirect procurement and indirect procurement. Okay, what is indirect procurement? Like laptops, you need laptops for your for your employees, right? How do you purchase? It goes through the purchase order document only. You need a the stationary items for all your buildings. You need a service, okay? Services like building repair, building painting, etc. Advertisements for one of your products, etc. So all that you need purchases of all this, right? All that go through this purchase order. You need to have a purchase order for all those activities. Fine. So uh, the T code to create a purchase order is ME21N. So this is the, if you're not aware about T code full form is a transaction code. So in SAP, if you want to do anything to create, to see the report, to change anything, right, you need a T code. Without T code in this GUI screen, you can't do anything. Okay, and there are minimal number of T codes. There are not huge list of T codes that you need to remember. So by end of this course, you will be knowing and remembering the T codes. Not a problem. Fine. Now the purchase order. This is a purchase order I'm talking about. So this already created purchase order. Fine. And you see this purchase order is created to merchandise bench company. So what we purchasing from them, we are purchasing some steel, let's say. Maybe this is irrelevant. Let's forgot. Maybe it's irrelevant. And we are purchasing with steel from this vendor or supplier. Okay. And this is the material number we call material code, material number, SKU, product ID, various names, various different businesses follows, or different names that different businesses follow. Somebody tell SKU ID, somebody product ID, somebody material number, material code, okay, etc. They'll call it, okay, and all that points to this material number in SAP. Okay, now why do we need a number to procure something? Cannot I write like this only? Steel like this is not the sufficient? The question is, cannot I purchase? Why do I need a number to purchase something? A material number. So this is very much important. The For example, you and me are a buyer. I write steel like this. Somebody other buyers may write steel like this. So different persons, same intention, okay, uh, write differently. Like the line 2 and line 3, they wrote the steel differently. So now the manager of all the buyers, or the manager of the manager, want to see a report of how much steel purchase orders are there or created. On what basis he will search? He will search on this key basis or this basis? Not sure, right? Not sure. That's why we have the metal number. So if you want to purchase the steel, always use this metal number. Tomorrow, anybody wants a report to pull the purchase orders on these numbers, okay, they can pull it easily based on this number. So steel means this number only. Okay, that is why the material number is very much important, and recommended ways to create through material number only, not through short text. This is the quantity, how much I want to purchase. Okay, and so Now the question may arise to you, hey, I give 500, it means the vendor will give 500 quantity to me. How I will know that the vendor can supply this much quantity? Did I talk to him offline? Did he approve for this quantity? Or am I checked his inventory availability? Some pre-approval should be taken. Correct? Make sense? If I'm purchasing something from you, some X quantity, I should have from some pre-approval, or I should have contacted you, right? So if that question is arised, that's a right question. Okay. um, you're thinking in right way, right direction. Now what happens is, so there are many ways to tackle this question, the problem. Okay. There are systems like Ariba, where we take in approval or consent from a from the supplier, saying I want to buy 500 kgs for the next 1 2 years. Are you able to give me, produce me, send me? Okay, that consent are taken in Ariba system out of SAP, or you take it in offline, the supplier. Okay, saying, hey, do you have this much quantity I want in the next month, in the offline? If so, I will be sending you the purchase order, or I will be creating a contract. Contract is a long term agreement with the company or the client and the vendor. Okay, at the best price. In the contract, I'll be telling I'll be purchasing 1 lakh ton from you for the next 5 years, and whatever the best price at that time, at that moment, or the best price will be negotiated during that time. But I will be buying 1 lakh ton from you for the next 5 years. You should able to send me whenever I request. So this kind of contracts, agreements, pre-approval, offline methodologies, offline approvals would have happened before the contract is created. Clear? Now, once that is done, we give a 100 let's say 100 kg of quantity, and this is the delivery date. I asked for, let's say, this is 18th. I'll give you on realistic 25. So 02. What is Feb 18? So how many days? 7 plus 18, mm, 25 days or 24 days. So how did I approach to this 3 weeks? Again, it comes from vendor. So I would have calculated the transportation time. The vendor would have processed the purchase order from their end, right? They also need a time, 7 days. Once the PO is received, it would take 7 days for him to process and do the shipment, start the shipment, and from there it would take 7 days to reach my plant or my site. And I would take 7 days to receive, process, and tell to respective the PO creator and DC etc. So it would take around 3 days. Sorry, uh, 2 weeks transportation time and 1 week for the vendor processing. So 3 weeks. This I would have. Today we have a automatic calculation as well to calculate the delivery date in the metal master. That is in the purchasing. You will see our MRP 4. Okay, this is not extended. So you have a certain fields where you can mention the delivery date. Okay, I'll show you that. Maybe in info record it will have planned delivery day time. You can give 10 days. Then system automatically calculate current date plus 10 days. Understand? So, or you negotiate with the vendor will tell you what is the date I can um, send you or process it. So the net price is the price of each quantity. Again, this would be agreed or approved by the vendor. Then only I'll put it here. And to the vendor, you should also know where he should send to me this 100 kgs, right? What is the delivery address? When you order something in the order something in the Amazon, you need a delivery address, correct? Mm, then what is delivery address in my purchase order? It also same in SAP as well. In SAP purchase order as well, you need a delivery address where the vendor has to send. So that is this plant. The plant is nothing but the delivery address. Whatever plant you give, it will be visible in this tab where the vendor should send. Okay. Now these are some important fields or information a purchase order should have. Now coming to the terms and conditions. Now whenever you purchase an order in Amazon, right? It also have a terms and conditions. For example, return. You can return that item what you purchased within 2 weeks. Correct? After 2 weeks, you won't accept the returns. And if the item is damaged or broken, will not accept it. All these are terms and conditions. Likewise, with the vendor, we'll also have a terms and conditions. For example, if the deadline or delivery date is missed, okay, you will be charged 5% of the PO value. Okay, if there are any quality issues of post inspection, will be the items are liable to return to you. So where do I maintain all this? That you can do in the texts. There is a text tab. This is the header basically. I would have to explain to you before on the screen. So this screen will have 4 sections. Section 1. This is section 1 of the screen. I'll tell you this document overview on off. I'll explain it later. Other section is header, item details, item overview, item details. So in the header section, whatever you write here, whatever you mention here, will be applied to all the items that you purchase. There will be 100 items you will be purchasing at once from this vendor, and all those 100 items will have same terms and conditions. Where do you write? You cannot write all those 100 times. It's not a right way to write 100 times the terms and condition for each line, correct? So instead of it, you write at a header level. If you write something or mention something in header, it is applicable to all the 100 lines in the line item. Okay, like this you'll write. For example, like this. So once you have these terms and conditions, it is in the text, and delete. Okay, and save it. So you can send this PO now to the supplier. How do we send So there are various ways you send. You take a printout of this PO. You take a printout of this PO, and I think this is configured differently. Okay, fine. You can take a print like this. Okay. Fine. There's some errors. That's fine. Okay. So this way you can output print or email, or there are various ways, digital like EDI, iDocs, etc. You can send the information to the supplier. Okay, I would stop here and see if you have any doubts. Hello. Do you have anyone have any doubts here?